Hello, everyone. This is Tom Fox. I would like to welcome you to the Sunday Book Review. The Sunday Book Review is the series where I discuss books which impact the compliance practitioner, the legal professional, and the business professional. I hope you will enjoy this episode. The Sunday Book Review is a production of the Compliance Podcast Network. First, a quick word from our sponsor. The Sunday Book Review for November 6, 2022, the Roof of the World edition. And we begin with Himalaya, a groundbreaking new look at the Himalaya and how climate change is recasting one of the world's most unique geophysical and historical regions. More rugged and elevated than any other zone of Earth, the Himalaya embraces all of Tibet, plus 6 of the world's 8 major mountain ranges, and nearly all its peaks. The Himalaya has drawn a succession of admirers, explorers, surveyors, sportsmen, etc. Himalaya is historian John Keay's striking case for this spectacular but endangered corner of the planet as one of its most essential wonders. Without otherworldly ethos and respect for its confounding, utterly fascinating features, he argues that the Himalaya will cease to exist. Next up, Sherpa. Stories of life and death from forgotten guardians of Mount Everest by Pradeep, Bashyal, and Ankit, Babu, Adhikari. These are 2 Sherpas who have transcended or traversed Everest numerous times, and they tell the story of the workhorses that lead expeditions and indeed lead the way. They have made numerous scalings, although there are fewer than 150,000 Sherpas. Most live at altitudes between 2,000 and 5,000 feet, and they are well known for their incredible toughness and strength in getting people to and sometimes from Mount Everest. Next up, High by Erika, Fatland, a journey through Himalayas, through Pakistan, India, Bhutan, Nepal, and China. The Himalayan weave through 5 different countries, and many of the world's religions are mixed with them. Islam, Buddhism, Hinduism, shamanic religions, countless language and various cultural differences are in this secluded mountain. Obviously, the mountain climbers are on their way to Everest, and many travelers are on spiritual quests. And Fatland takes a look at all of those in the modern context. And our final book is John Krakauer's #1 national bestseller, Into Thin Air, an epic account of the storm on Mount Everest that claimed 5 lives and countless more in a very guilt-driven array. Krakauer was a participant, and he hoped to excise many of his own demons and laid to rest some painful questions surrounding the summit, as a bank of clouds was a symbol on not too distant horizons, and suggesting that a storm was coming. Unfortunately, that was one of the most murderous storms ever, and as I mentioned, multiple people died on this attempt to climb Everest. Hope you've enjoyed this detour into the world of the Himalayas on the Sunday Book Review. The Compliance Podcast Network was recently honored with some communicator awards for podcasts I know you will want to check out. Are you interested in Lyme disease? Well, check out Understanding Lyme Disease. And check out the Hill Country Podcast, where I look at the people, places, and things of the Texas Hill Country. Also, we have a new podcast series on the Compliance Podcast Network, which I know you will enjoy, The Corruption Files, where together with Hughes Hubbard partner Mike DeBernardis, we take a look at some of the most significant FCPA and international anti-corruption enforcement actions over the past 15 years. It's a great review and helps you understand how we got to where we are today in ABC compliance. And we actually have one more, which is the board's role in compliance, where I'm joined by my colleague Jonathan Mark, partner at Baker Tilly, where we look at the role of the board of directors in compliance, starting with the Caremark doctrine and carrying that forward, and answer questions on how a board can fulfill its obligations under a best practices compliance program. The Sunday Book Review is a production of the Compliance Podcast Network.
This podcast is a part of the C-Suite Radio Network. For more top business podcasts, visit c-suiteradio.com.